Okay, David here. We are live at Autotech 2025 in Novi, Michigan. This is my first time at this conference. I just actually checked last week. I was like, oh, is there anything interesting happening at the Expo centers? And I found two conferences that I'd never been to before, the Autotech conference and Coil Tech next week. If anyone's been following my content, the okay, just adjust my camera setting. Okay, so we got the frontal view. Yeah, so the last time I streamed was at the automation conference, and unfortunately, the automation conference had issues. Which I think I get the wrong camera setting. Let me adjust this one last time. So at the automation conference, uh, I had bad reception and caused me issues. So I left the video up, but it's unclear. And I ended up going back to the conference in order to get reading material, end up walking the floor. That was pretty interesting. I'm still not doing week in review. I might start back like a monthly week in review soon, um, seeing how the chess coaching progress goes. Um, but okay, so here I am in Novi at the Auto Tech conference. I think it's a pretty new conference. It may even be the first year, and it's specials around technology, software related to the automotive conference, meaning not manufacturing. So almost all the conferences I go to are manufacturing conferences. This conference is not manufacturing. It is more related to related industrial or specifically a information technology, a lot about vehicle to vehicle communication, which if people remember, I made a live stream going over that like 8 years ago, and things are really behind schedule, possibly due to President Trump being elected or other factors like the path to electric vehicles and automation are way behind. So look, here's their 10 best interiors: the Kia K4, Nissan, Toyota, um, Volvo. So they have interesting cars parked around. I'll go around. Most of these are, it's like IT. There's some trade organizations that collect information, industry standards, publish reports. I gathered all the reading material and it fit in this like backpack that they were handing out. So it wasn't reading material heavy, although a lot of these companies are information technology, so their information is online. There's an interesting Lotus. They have a lot of interesting cars on display here. I don't even know what looks like. This like a Cadillac Escalade. Uh, they're electrics. I mean, there's labs, research, technology, engineering. There's a lot of cars on display. Nice new cars. So I don't know if I got anybody watching. I don't have anybody watching, but if anyone tunes in, I don't even know what this is. Uh, Cadillac, Dodge Charger, Daytona. Here's the interesting new car designs. The Cadillac Optic. I don't even know if I've seen some of these cars. Cadillac Optic, uh, Buick Enclave. I don't really follow the Denali. I'm not. Yeah, I'm from Detroit, engineering, but I don't typically follow like the newest cars or models. So some of these might be. Here's the BMW um, Car Dome. I gathered the reading material, so a lot of these companies I'm not even familiar with. X5. So I'm just doing a quick video, do a little recording, put something on my channel. Um, see some of these nice cars here. ThoughtWorks. There's Infosys, ThoughtWorks. A lot of the big IT companies are here. I had applied to ThoughtWorks out of University of Michigan, because they actually gave like a math test for the application. I passed their like intelligence test that they gave and made to the second round of interviews, because the first round was like an intelligence test, which I guess favored me. But nothing came from that. Vector, they're at all of these automotive, you say, focusing mostly on the girl garage, Chicanic garage, yeah, the Chicanic drive garage. I'm not even sure what kind of car this is. It looks like a women-operated business mechanics here in Detroit. I don't know if this is a Corvette. No, this is a McLaren. Sorry, McLaren. Interesting cars here. I'm not sure if anyone's watching or could hear me in the chat if you make a comment, but I'm just going to walk around, try to get you most of what's going on. So there's a conference also. So it looks like the majority of the conference is not that much on display. The expo part is free. And, for example, this thing, MEMA here, is a suppliers association. There was another group, I was speaking to another technical group, I forget the name, the eSync, that are industry groups that take membership and collect information and feed it back. The MENA group was having a bunch of town halls based on the tariffs. A lot of these are expensive, so like your companies will buy memberships. They cost thousands of dollars, and that might include passes to conferences or information. And they collect information, surveys, research, and then they give back that information in different ways to the various suppliers. Anyway, I think I missed this one. Okay, so I guess that's about it. It's a good conference. It looks like good engineering. I might link my video a few years ago about electric and autonomous vehicles. And I'd like to go back to Week in Review talking about this more, technology updates. Find other people interested in the subject. I think next week I'm also going to go to the Coil Tech. I'm not sure if that's like electrical, heating, ventilation, referring to any kind of coils that could be used for technology, heating, cooling coils, or electrical coils, or various things. It's unclear to me. But that's next week, and I'll probably go to. So I guess that's about it. It's good to see people from all over the country focusing on technology, the automotive industry, information technology. I've talked about that in the past, that manufacture or bust, where almost over half of the international supply chain manufacturers related to automobile, and then also how basically everything has now an embedded chip in it. The Automotive Testing Expo, everything has a chip, everything collects data, has analytics, and the analytics is used for multiple purposes to the supplier, for general information data about the whole production, as where you have individual vehicles, just on how to maximize your individual vehicle, and then there's all new technology. So besides like automotive testing, having embedded sensors that measure everything that's happening in the vehicle for the vehicle's own production, then giving it back to the suppliers or trade groups that take all of this information and try to maximize um, try to maximize Okay, I'll put it back on me. So you have trying to maximize what could be done with this information for any purposes of operation, lifetime, manufacturer, sales, international supply chain, all these factors that the data analytics. And then you have also uh, vehicle to vehicle communication, which is the next important field, mainly for driverless autonomous driving, which is actually way behind schedule. So, besides for the data analytics for the vehicle lifetime, then you also have um, actual possibility of vehicle to vehicle communication, or what that real time information, what use could you do with real time information. So some of the real time information is useful, others not. um, I don't see too much here on the business aspect. Like, I don't see like banks or so it's mostly technology, software, uh, related to the direction of technology, not necessarily like markets or finance. Um, so I guess that's it. Maybe I'll ramble. So I'll ramble. I'm about to head out and go home. It's a nice show. Yeah, I'm pretty busy, but I wanted to stop by just because, honestly, when I walked in there, I had no idea what this conference was about. It's like auto tech, and I figured like, okay, I'll sign up. It's a new conference. Let's see what it's about. And now getting here, it's pretty interesting to see like Infosys, ThoughtWorks, the IT companies, because almost everything I do focuses on manufacture. So to see one that focuses on IT, some of the companies were from Silicon Valley out west, so it could be maybe a new sign of the Trump presidency and the decline of the big three, the rise of Tesla, or something that has caused a greater cooperation with auto suppliers and Silicon Valley, or it could just be the specific type companies that are here that are usually not at manufacturing conference, but it shows somewhat the disconnect in the U.S. economy and larger social trends. We'll say the disconnect between Silicon Valley and automotive manufacturing. Although there is a convergence, as said, because the direction of software, where basically the automobile is also the most powerful computer that people own, and the latest computer technology is usually embedded into your automobile, whether you're aware or not. So this increased cooperation between Silicon Valley and manufacture would be interesting. I'm not sure the dynamics. There wasn't that much reading material here, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to figure out. I don't have like a week in review to ramble on it, even if I was able to figure something out. But now I'm exiting, so here's the conference section where they have classes and lectures and top industrial leaders. This part you have to pay for. Um, Not much reading material either. I guess these are tech computer guys. They're A lot of these conferences are like boomers that prefer written documents, and like I'm definitely a written document guy. So but although I read a lot of stuff online also, but if I could have written documents, I prefer them. But I said here there was less written documents, which could be related to type consumer of this conference. Looks like quite a bit of media. So I guess that's it. I'm going to sign off. God bless. Um, some interesting things. Just a little overwhelmed by Coil Tech. So the Coil Tech is the one coming up next week that I plan on going to. I guess they already have an office here for the conference next week, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Let me see. Um, where is it? Coil. The Coil Tech next week, June 11th and 12th. The comprehensive exhibition conference for electric motor, transformer, and generator supply chain. So I guess they're calling it Coil Tech because the coils are used for electricity, um, You could also use coils for like heating and ventilation or other things, but I guess it's focusing on electric, so that one should be interesting. So, God bless. Signing off. Have a great week. We'll see you next week for the Coil Tech Conference, and hopefully, I'm going to do like a week in review at the end of the school year. School's finishing next week, and I'll update people on some of the stuff I'm working on, or what might be coming in the future, at least in terms of streaming. So, God bless. Have a great show. Take care.